Hello, friends. Welcome back. Welcome to InBack Academy. This is yet another Friday, and I am back again with yet another interesting topic. So let's get started with me, Adrija, your learning buddy, and let's learn about IoT protocols this week. IoT. As per the definition goes, the Internet of Things is a system of interrelated computing devices, mechanical and digital machines provided with unique identifiers that are UIDs and the ability to transfer data over a network without requiring human-to-human or human-to-computer interaction. The definition of the Internet of Things has evolved due to the convergence of multiple technologies: real-time analytics, machine learning, commodity sensors, and embedded systems. The term Internet of Things was likely coined by Kevin Ashton of Procter & Gamble, later MIT's Auto ID Center, in 1999. IoT uses one common Internet protocol, IP, to connect devices, which include everything from smartphones, tablets, and digital assistants to various types of sensors and systems such as HVAC, lighting, and security. But if we want to simplify this concept, imagine your regular coffee cup is an IoT device, and every time you sip a cup of coffee, it not only transfers the data to the internet relating to the consumption and composition, but it also analyzes your consumption pattern, composition preferred, and likely to alert you when you are due for a coffee, and the likely composition you desire. If we bring control aspects into it, this process will also make your coffee at your table the right time, even before you ask for it. That is really cool, right? It's just a cup of coffee after all. Now let's see the list of protocols that we have. They are Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, Zigbee, and many more, as you can see. But there can be many more as well, which are not yet covered in this video. So since there are a lot of things to discuss, in this video we will be discussing about the first 5 protocols. They are Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, Zigbee, MQTT, and COA. Bluetooth. One of the most broadly used wireless technologies of short-range wearable technology. Recently introduced Bluetooth protocol among the IoT protocols is BLE, or Bluetooth Low Energy Protocol. It will afford the range of conventional Bluetooth in combined with lower power consumption supremacy. BLE is not designed for transferring large files. BLE enables the connectivity of sensors placed across the building. Wayfinding application is an excellent example of BLE in action. BLE, for example, is more energy efficient than Zigbee, Bluetooth Classic, and Wi-Fi. Beacons can work even in poor radio frequency conditions. However, BLE is not suited for sending data in real time to a server. Now, you can see how Bluetooth plays the role in the future of IoT. So this is a self-explanatory diagram. Just have a look. Next is Wi-Fi or Li-Fi. So Wi-Fi standard 802.11 AC can transmit at a speed of up to 1.3 Gbps. So it is ideal for bigger files and data. Wi-Fi Direct provides maximum data transfer speed, about 10 times more than what you get with Bluetooth Classic. But BLE is about 2 to 3 times slower than Bluetooth Classic and 20 to 30 times slower than Wi-Fi Direct. Wi-Fi requires 10 times more power than BLE. Li-Fi, that is light fidelity, is a new technology in this space. Scientists have found a method of information transfer that is 100 times faster than conventional Wi-Fi. This can be a great thing, right? So between Li-Fi and Wi-Fi, the latter is dependent on radio frequency to transfer data, while the former can do so through light radiations. Li-Fi device won't be able to receive signals during bright daylight. Next is ZigBee. Now, ZigBee usually operates at this frequency of 2.4 gigahertz. Now, this is ideal for industrial sites where data is generally transferred over small rates amongst home or a building. This is a low power wireless local area network specification that was designed to provide small amounts of data using very little power, with most connected devices running off a battery. ZigBee uses a mesh network specification where devices are connected with many interconnections between other network nodes. There are many use cases of this technology. There are sensors, actuators, security, and other home and in-building applications. Maximum, there can be 240 devices. As you can see, this is how all the devices are connected through ZigBee. There is temperature sensor, there are alarms, you just name it. Moving on to the next topic is MQTT. Now, MQTT is a message protocol and full form is Message Queue Telemetry Transport. This is a preferred option for all devices that are IoT based, and these are also capable of providing enough information, routing functions to the cheap, low memory, power consuming and small devices with the help of low and vulnerable bandwidth based network. At its core, MQTT is a messaging protocol that uses the publish-subscribe communication model, where the client themselves do not require updates, thus in turn causing a reduction of used resources, which makes this model optimal for use in a low bandwidth environment. Depending on the number of IoT devices connected and use cases supported, the complexity of topic structure can grow significantly and cause scalability issues. MQTT message usernames and passwords, which are sent in clear text. So this is how all the devices are connected through MQTT. Next is CoAP or CoAP, however you may call it, or Constraint Application Protocol, an Internet Productivity and Utility Protocol. This is mainly developed for the restricted smart gadgets. The design of it was mainly done for using it among the devices that have an identical restricted community. General nodes and devices on the internet and different restraint networks and devices that are joined on the internet. IoT systems based on the HTTP protocols can go tremendously with CoAP IoT network protocols. CoAP doesn't run on TCP, it runs over UDP. Just like HTTP, it also uses the RESTful architecture. It is also used in vehicle tracking applications. Please refer this diagram for better understanding of this topic. So that's all for today. Let's meet next Friday and discuss few more protocols and learn new things. Bye-bye. Take care.